Adventures of Casey here. Today we're going to go ahead and do a short little video on winterizing our rig. We've had a couple mornings where we've gotten up out of our tent and we've gone to get our water out here at the back of the truck, and maybe we forgot to close the tailgate. It was just cool enough and our water line's been frozen. Normally that rectifies itself within an hour or so, but we actually want to spend some time out in some colder climates, so we need to go ahead and winterize our water system. Short little video here, show you what we did. Okay, so here's our basic setup. We have our water tank right back there in the back of the truck, and it comes out from the bottom of the tank into our water pump, comes all the way up here into our bracket, and then attaches to our hose bib and comes on out. So what we're actually going to do here, we've already installed, and I will try and find a link or at least a photo here in the video while I'm going through this. There's a small heated pad, runs on 12 volts, and we went ahead and we placed that underneath the tank in the back. Now, the way that works is we can go ahead and we activate that with a switch, which we added to our switch panel, and that's going to be our heater switch. Now, not only is it going to heat the heating pad that is made for RVs that's underneath our water tank, it's also going to heat a cable that we purchased. And let's see if I can, it's just a little self-regulating cable. We found this thing on Amazon. It really wasn't very expensive. Here we go. And I'll put a link on that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, we're going to wrap that around our outlet pipe. We're not really worried about the intake. We're not going to be trying to fill the truck while it's frozen, and that line never really has any water in it. It's only empty or used while we're actually filling. So we're just going to go ahead and insulate and heat the output. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this little cable, we're going to wrap it around a few times and hold it with some zip ties, wrap around that pump with this cable, and that should be good. Now, it's important to note that both that heating pad underneath and this cable I bought are self-regulating, meaning they won't go over a certain temperature. I believe when I did the math, 60 degrees Celsius is about 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually quite warm, but not enough to melt or cause damage to anything. So if you do inadvertently leave it on, it's not going to break anything. Our main goal here is to, in anticipation of a cold evening or a cold day, go ahead and turn that on. Additionally, I mentioned in one of my other videos that lithium batteries do have a problem charging when cold. Our Battleborn battery that we purchased has the self-heating option, and rather than just having that run off its own battery management system, which is actually included and possible, I'm just a little bit leery on that. We went ahead and wired that into this same circuit. So if we are out in a cold climate, we know it's going to be cold, we need to make sure that our stuff's going to be warm throughout the night. We just come back here, we flip on that little switch, and everything should be good. Okay, so here we are done. We just went ahead and ran that cable along our intake pipe, zip tied it to it so we have constant contact. Ours was plenty long enough. Wrapped it around the head of the water pump a few times, and then continued on down to the outlet of the tank. Now for us, that's probably going to be enough. If you really intend on being in cold climates for long periods of time, maybe some insulating pipe or something like that. But I think that with that thing running at 140, and knowing what we do, we should be good. And there you have it, short and sweet. Well, there you have it, real short video on how we went ahead and winterized our rig, or at least our water. Again, go ahead and we just have our little switch panel right here, and this gives us control of all our different features. All we gotta do is kick that heat on. Amp draw is kind of minimal, a little bit more than what I'd like to see, so I wouldn't necessarily want to leave it on continuously if I didn't have solar running or some other kind of power, but we're holding just under 5 amps, which, depending on your battery state and what else you have running, that could be quite a bit. might limit you on what you're doing or may need to necessitate to a larger battery bank for your rig. As always, thanks for watching the video, and if there's anything that we've done on this rig or anything that you've seen in the video that I haven't got to or anything that you'd like to see another video of, just shoot us a note down in the comments and we'll try and get a video posted for you soon. Thanks guys.